Hi guys, so I wanted to make a video about the mystical creatures, the new pets that are out, because I know a lot of people are still struggling to understand how these work. So this is going to be part one of the series. This is just a general information video to help you better understand the pets themselves, the differences between them, the skills, and which ones you should be working on. So the first thing you need to know is that there are three subtypes for these pets. Each of these pets fit under one of those subtypes. And each of these subtypes are going to focus on one single attribute bar of the three. So your offensive pets are going to focus on strength, your defensive pets are going to focus on intelligence, and your developmental pets are going to focus on agility. For whichever pet it is, the other two attribute bars are not going to matter. You don't have to worry about those numbers. Moving on to the skills, there are 10 different skills available. The first four do something very different from each other. And as you can see, as I flip through them, all of the pets, you can put any of these skills on all of the pets. The next six skills are going to be specific to each subtype, okay? So these skills here, they all do the same thing. These three here, as you can see, the description doesn't change, but they're for each specific pet. So this first one, arrows up, this is for your offensive pets. The shield kind of gives it away. It's for your defensive pets. And the block upgrading is for your developmental pets. Again, the image kind of gives it away. The next three are going to focus on the attribute bars themselves. So again, specific to each subtype. The paw going down is going to be for your offensive. It focuses on strength. The next one is for your defensive pets, focuses on intelligence. And the last one is for your developmental pets, focuses on agility. Very important when you're working on these skills, you want to get all gold skills, okay? So let's go into the pets themselves. Now, I recommend not working on more than one pet at a time because it's just going to take you way too long to level any of them up to actually be useful for your castle. So the first one I recommend doing is the Raven. The reason that is because he gives you red gems whenever you collect iron. You can steal as many mercs as you want, but if you don't have the red gems to heal them, it's not going to make a difference. Also, in all training events, training mercs gives you way more points, like in gold event, than training the regular tier troops, okay? So he's very important. He doesn't even need to be perfect at 4.7 with not even a perfect bar here or 5 gold skills. This guy gives me 300 million red gems in a month, and there's no way that I could possibly use that. No matter how many times I kill them in KVK for healing or even for training, I train over 6 million troops every single month. And even still, I can't use all of those red gems that he gives me. So excellent the way he is. I immediately moved on to my pelican. That's the next most important pet, I would say. This guy's going to copy troops from your opponents, granted that you win the battle. That's very important. And then the next two are going to be dependent on really how you play. If you're more of an individual player, you're going to want to do the unicorn. Both of them do the same thing. They minimize your permanent losses, both very important. And then the opossum is what I'm going for working on right now because this is for all joining rallies or initiating rallies. Again, minimizing your permanent losses, especially if you guys usually fight in KVK and try to take multiple kingdoms. This guy's hugely beneficial. So that's who I'm working on now. So let's go through the things about the pets individually now. The first thing you need to take note of is the aptitude level. 5.0 is the top. It's an excellent pet. It's the highest you can go. Once you get a 5.0, you know you can start working on the pets now to evolve and upgrade them. You can immediately increase the level of the pet because you're not wasting any materials. You're going to keep this 5.0. He's going to be the base of what you work on. I recommend locking the pet. This isn't going to prevent you from releasing it, so be careful not to do that. But if you lock it, it will prevent you from being able to use it as a secondary creature for evolution. So I have two 5.0s here, both of them locked. If I go to evolve, that other 5.0 is not even an option here, okay? So it's just going to prevent you from using as a secondary creature. It's just a safety net, okay? The next thing you need to take note of is the attribute bar. Perfect attribute bar is 1.0. That's where you want to get to. But the first thing you're going to work on through evolution is getting all gold skills and the correct gold skills on the pet, okay? Not necessarily the skills you see here are best for the pet. As you can see, there's no paw here, and paw is what increases your strength by 100%. So this is very important to have on this pet, okay? So once you get all gold skills, now you're going to start working on the 1.0 attribute bar, okay? I think that's about it. I've covered pretty much everything. Oh, and just the base attribute number here, ignore this number. It doesn't matter. This number is calculated and directly affected by the aptitude level, the level of your pet, your attribute bar, and the skills. So the more you evolve, that number is going to change it. Depending on what changes, whether it's your skills or the aptitude bar itself. The only thing that does not change in evolution is your aptitude. Okay, so very important. That's why I say only work on a 5.0. And I'm sure you'll look forward to the rest of my videos to help you learn how to evolve properly or minimize the risk. Okay, so that's about it. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments and I'll do my best to help you out.